Hello everyone and welcome to TerraScape. TerraScape is an indie puzzle civilization builder, one of several similar titles developed by a company called Pitfall. This is the first game of theirs that I've stumbled upon, and I have to say, I really like it. So I thought we'd give it a go together, and if you enjoy it, maybe in the future we can visit some of their other titles. Now, normally, I'd start off by giving you a detailed explanation of the game, but this time I'm going to make an exception. Instead of talking about it, I'm going to show you the game in action, because I think that's the best way to appreciate what TerraScape has to offer. Just a heads up though, I only discovered the game yesterday, so I'm still learning the ropes. But honestly, I think that's part of the charm of a game like this. There is a lot to explore and discover along the way. And don't worry, my current Let's Plays will continue as planned. I'm just taking a short break from all of the action to explore something a little bit more relaxed and, dare I say, absolutely adorable. So we're gonna go with a single player game here. There's 3 modes: Kingdom Mode, Scenarios, and Puzzle Terras. I want to try a couple of Scenarios and Puzzle Terras later on, but we're gonna start with Kingdom Mode because that one gives you the most freedom. There is a bunch of options here, but they're basically just 3 size options and 3 difficulty options. So you have small, medium, large with easy, medium, and hard difficulty. You can see the differences, in the scores that I managed to accrue throughout the playthrough. And for that reason, we're gonna go with the hard one, because that one is the most fun. At the small one, last time I played, at the easiest difficulty, I was able pretty much to fill all of the map, which is not actually desirable. So let's go with the small one. We have to choose some kind of seed here that would look good to us. Now, these are completely randomized. I saw hundreds of them, and they always have some sort of... this one is nice. What I like to go for is one big landmass. I don't really care if there is an empty space in the middle, but I like to have a concise map like this. Actually, let me check. This map looks a little bit too good to be true. Did we go with the hard one? Yeah, small hard one. Huh. It generated a different seed, which I also like. Okay, let's go with this one. I don't mind. So, let's start the game, and I'm gonna show you what this is all about. Now, there's no war, there's no conflict. This is purely just tranquility. So, look, this is our map. Isn't it beautiful? I really like all of the details that they managed to get into the game. There is, a lot of fish swimming here. There's some logs. You can see that we are on a floating island. There's clouds, usually some birds. And once you start building stuff on it, you will see people moving around and doing various tasks. It's really adorable. So how does this game work? Well, basically, you have 2 big meters. You have a level meter over here, which shows your total progress. And this is the progress bar towards the next deck that you can get. The general progress and level up opens new decks, and here you ask for those decks. You place buildings on the map, and once you are done and you can't place any more decks, the game is over and your total score will be calculated. Now, let me just show you in effect what that does. So we are starting with our keep. The keep is always what you start with, and you need to place it somewhere. I dare to say somewhere where you don't want to put anything else, because for most of the game it won't be that good, but later on it can generate a ton of stuff for you. So this looks like a fairly good place over here. We could build our city here. It's not a bad place. Okay, let's put it here. I kind of like that place. I'm gonna turn it around so it looks a little bit nicer. Yeah, let's put it like this. Okay, so we have put down our keep. You can see that it changed the terrain. This is not coincidence. Many of the buildings that we are going to build will modify and shape the terrain as we will progress. Now, because we've put down the keep, the game has opened up our first choice here. We can level up the keep to level 1 and we can start getting decks of basic food or settlement. Now, I always start with basic food. What's important to say is there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 decks here to choose from, but you can only pick 6 throughout your playthrough. So it is important to keep that in mind and make sure that you pick the right choices, because if you screw up and you don't take the right decks for the map that you are in, you will suffer. Now, for example, here we have a lot of water, so we absolutely make sure that we take fishing. So again, let's start with basic foods, and here you see that we now have one possible deck. We can take the basic food deck, which will give us the gatherer hut, but as we place more and more of the gatherer's huts, we are going to be able to get a little bit more from the deck. We will start getting hunting cabins and, you know, more stuff like that. So here's our first deck that we can take. We'll take the basic food, and it gave us 2 cards of the gatherer's hut. Now, you can place these anywhere, but your goal, of course, is to place them in a place, put them in a place where they will give you the most score. Each card offers you a detailed sheet of what various bonuses it will get from the placement, but you can also default to just looking at the map and seeing the score that the game is actually going to give you. Now, there are not always good modifiers. For example, if you put together a hut in the mountains, it's not going to give us anything. If we put it near a predator, it's gonna get minus 15 from the predator, even though there is a berry bush here, which is a desired place to put in. So you have to be careful. Different buildings have different zones of control around them, giving you a lot of options on how to place them. Now, I really need to find a good place for these, because, you know, the starting ones are very difficult. Let me turn on the resources. Why do we have some berry bushes? There's one over here. There's another one over here. Yeah, this map really is hard. Dang it. Wait, are those seriously the only 2 berry bushes that we have available? Okay, there's one more over here. Because berry bushes is what this game is about. You get a little bit more from wheat fields, farmstead, a little bit from river, but none of these. Yeah, I mean, like, getting 25 here would be an option. There's no fish bonuses. Predator minus 15. Well, I guess we'll have to default to this place. Okay, I think I know what we're gonna do here. So I'm gonna place one over here, another one over here. You can see that it's getting a 5 bonus, 5 score bonus from the second building already being placed here. And now we can get 2 more decks. We're gonna take the basic food, which gave us only 1 gatherer hunt, okay, anyway. But we're going to place the third one over here. There are 2 important concepts that you need to learn when you're playing TerraScape. First of all, the already placed buildings will no longer be affected by anything you place afterwards. So the score that you get from these is already done. You will never get any more points from them. But you can use them to gain more score from the other place where you will put your place. So for example, if I put it now here, you can see there are different options. We can put it here, it would give us 15, 10 from its own placement, and 5 from the neighboring area. But I'm going to put it on the actual berry bush, and there is a reason here for that, and that is that if you put certain buildings next to each other, it will create a larger, better building. And discovering these combinations is one of the biggest allures of the game for me, because I know only a couple, and I'm always really surprised when I see more of them. So let's do 8, and you will see now we have gained a big farm here, or big, what is it called, orchard? Fruit farm, okay. And not only did it give us a bonus in score, but we gained special cards, which is place berry bush. And I can do the same thing somewhere else, but not really here. Oh, that sucks. My plan was to put 2 more berry bushes here and have another farm over here near the forest. But the fact that we have the deer here or game is blocking us. So was there another oh, there was another berry bush over here. Okay. So we can take advantage of that. And put you 2 over here. I'm gonna get more basic food. Okay, now you see we get 45. 45 from the second one. And I'm gonna take another one. And because we've put enough gather huts, we can now place a hunting cabin, which of course works with other resources. But let's turn this one to another fruit farm, and we get 2 more berry bushes. Okay, so now hunting cabin looks for a little bit of a different tiles. It is a very independent building. I don't know if you can even combine it with anything, but it's a fairly good bonus when you put it into a right place. But from my experience, it's very hard to make it worth your while right off the bat. So I saw 85 over here. It's pretty good because we have a lot of game. You get bonuses even from the bread. Yeah, this one is probably the best style. So let's put it here. It gave us quite a lot of points, and we can now pull 4 decks. But at this point, I'm actually going to go to the next deck, and we're gonna take... Do we want to take settlement? Yes, let's take settlement. So settlement actually gives us new cards, and is the cottage. The cottage is actually really good, but it requires certain cards to work with, like wheat fields. And wheat fields we're gonna get once we put more basic food stuff down, unfortunately. So let us... Is there any more berry bushes anywhere? I don't think so, but I can actually gain quite a lot of bonuses from putting you guys here. So if I put the berry bush over here, and there I say here, that ought to work pretty well. Okay, and now we get access to the wheat field. So let's see what the basic food is going to give us. Okay, it gave us wheat field. Wheat fields are great because they, work well with cottages. But we need to be careful where we start putting them. The hard maps have very limited amount of usable tiles. So I'm thinking we might want to start working around here. For them, well, that's gonna kill the game. But I don't really care. There's not enough of it here to make sense. So let's put you guys over here. So I'm gonna place 3 wheat fields like this and 1 cottage, and it will turn it into, what are you called? A farmstead. So farmstead is a pretty good building, giving us additional score. So I can do the same thing over here. If I can get more basic food stuff. Okay, you didn't give me any wheat field. Now you did. So let's put the second one over here. And if I'm not mistaken, yep, they expand the grassy fields next to them. So they make the area more desirable for us. So I think I can do it. Yeah, I have to put it like so. Okay, and it gave us another level. Actually, we have 2. It looks like it. So I'm gonna take Forestry. That's a really good one. And oh no, it was just 1. Okay, never mind. So this area is starting to look pretty nice. The keep is also grown significantly. And as I said, look, you have little people working in the fields and walking around. It's so adorable. And because we gained Forestry, we could now place some game, but I'm not really interested in that, so let's instead take Forestry itself. Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks are... Those are really nice buildings, but I don't like them much, and I'm gonna explain why. They are really hard to make work efficiently in the beginning, because you need the second level building to make them very efficient, which is called... Yeah, I'll have to sacrifice something here in one of these forests, which is called Forestry, and they work very well with them. But without them, especially on maps like these, it's going to be really hard to make them work well. Let's put you over here. And they also get penalties from being too close to each other, which is just not great. So will one more be enough for you? Yes, now we get the forester. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what I mean by the foresters being great. Okay, give me basic food, but I want forestry. Okay, 3, and can you give me more? Yes. Okay, 5. That's exactly what I wanted. So, if we put a lumberjack over here, or here, you will see that he gives us 60 points. But each forester placed in a forest gives you 40 points. So I can just put them over here, like so. And now when I put the lumberjack in there, it gets 85, because it gets extra points from each of the forester. So now he's going to give us 85. And that's how you should, in my opinion, place them, because they make you much more points. Though, you know, later on you get sawmills and charcoal burners, which are great to combine with these. But again, you know, it takes a little bit of time to make it work right in the beginning. Now, would we be able... I think we should be able to put one more... of you over here. Good. So that takes care of that. We really need to start with the fishing, because we have a ton of fish here. That's going to be a huge boost to us. So what do we have here? More gatherer huts. Oh, I never finished this one, it looks like. Okay, so let's do that. And we can get more berry bushes. So let's put you over here. Okay, I need one more. Oh, and I can... Dang it, I thought I was done. Oh, never mind. We can place that one later. Okay. I'm trying to keep a little bit of space between the buildings when I can, because later on you get access to new buildings, which you can, you know, put in the places where you have other buildings, and they will gain bonuses from them. So it is a good idea to not overextend in certain areas, and keep in mind that, you know, you need to keep a little bit of a space. So let's put you guys over here. Let's get more... Oh, I can't. So let's get more settlement and basic food. And a little bit of forestry. And more basic food. Okay. So you get 70 over here. 45 over here, and one more basic food? Yes. Okay. Now we get 2 foresters and a hunting cabin. We would get a big penalty from encroaching on this hunting cabin, so I'm not entirely sure if this is a good place. I saw some game over here, and we had an option to place game, but that one is long time gone. What about here? 40, 55... You get a little bit from the foresters, which is a good combination. Any other place where we could... 65 over here. Or we could try to do something over here. If I placed foresters, how much you were getting? 5. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. So let's just put you over here. And we're very close to getting another level, which will be the fisheries, and I really, really, really do enjoy those. So let's get more foresters and lumberjacks. This is another place where we are going to greatly benefit from those. More forestry, please. Oh, and a sawmill. As you can see, sawmill gets bonuses from lumberjacks and foresters. So it is good to place in areas where you're actually already highly developed. So did we get? We didn't. Okay, let's get more foresters. 3 more. That's actually amazing. So we get 70 here already. If I put you over here, sawmill is also getting bonuses. So let's put 2 foresters like this. And let's place a lumberjack over here. Put another one over here and a sawmill in the middle. Okay, so that gave me access to fishing. Okay, let's get fishing. That one is a really good card. Oh, you have a ton of these wheat fields. And there rather is a place where they will benefit us here. Those are a little bit of a game here. Okay, let's expand over here. We're gonna get a little bit of extra grassy terrain. How about here? So I'm also going to make it a little bit nicer. And this area, this one is not going to give us anything. It's a little bit of a waste. Or I could close it. Yeah, let's close it like this. Okay, it's going to expand the grassy area over here. And now let's look at fishing. So fishing is really cool because it gives you easy combinations of things to play with. So first we get the fish traps. Fish traps are easy to understand. You put them in places where there's fish and it will give you points for that, like so. What did we get from Forestry? Oh, we get the charcoal burner. Okay. So that one is a very interesting building which you use with certain other buildings in combination, and I often struggle finding good places for those. So we'll look at that one a little bit later. Let us focus now on the fishing part of our adventure. So I think they also get penalties from when they are too close together. Put you over here, and now we get the fishing boats. And fishing boats gain bonuses from the fishing traps. So they're another way how you can expand on your already existing infrastructure. So I could put you, for example, over here, and if I put another fish trap here, that wouldn't work at all. Wait, I could do 1 and 1 here. Oh, it's still worse. Okay. And now we get a shell farm, which is actually the first very high range building. And I actually believe if I put it here and then I put a fishing boat next to it, I think that should trigger a building here. Yes, it did. Amazing. So when you combine, I can place more fish. That's actually pretty good. So let's place more. 1, 1. Okay, 1 fish trap over here, 1 over here. I'm trying to get these to work together, and a shell farm. Ah, okay, so you need only one fish trap and one fishing boat. I did not realize that. Okay, that's cool. And you get 2 extra fish. So you basically can spam stuff like this and make it work really nicely. So fish trap over here. Oh, and we get fishery. And fishery is the true king of fishing because it gives you massive amounts of points for each thing you actually have somewhere. So you could get extra 30. How much are you getting from fish and how much from fishing? You don't. Okay, so there's no point. Yeah, you get less from fish than from... Okay, so let's put you over here. And you give us 170 points. We can get more from that. Never mind then. Okay, I think I could get another one working over here. But we have to look at basic food now. Now we can get fishing. So fishing boat over here would be amazing. And can we get more? No, more fishing boats, unfortunately. Okay, so let's get you over here. Let's get you over here. And can I please get... Yes, the shell farm. So this would generate another one. And we get another fishery. Though they obviously interact with each other. So we can try to develop this area specifically with the target of putting the fishery over there. It's 105 over here. One fish farm here. Okay, we already have a fishing boat. What is this? Place fish, yes. You don't mind if I do, but I need a shell farm. Again. Okay, fish trap over here. Fishing boat over here. Okay, I really need more fisheries. Let's get some forestry and more fishing. Ah, here we go. Okay, more fish. How would the fishery look right now? 145. It's actually really good. You get more from... You have a fishing boat here somewhere? Nope, we don't. We do now. I get another one over here. Yeah, I'm going overboard on the fishing, I apologize, but it's the best in, you know, at this point that we can get. So I'm just spamming it, making sure we get as many points as possible. I can lock myself out of options here. And you don't really have the option to go further. Okay, never mind then. So we have to focus on something else for a little bit, but I'd like to continue developing this area. At least one more major, what is it called? Fishing village? Fishing outpost, and then we can put it over there. So let's look at this charcoal burner and what we can do with it. They get points from various things. They get points from fishing outpost, forest. I don't know what a royal forest is actually. That is probably something that you can merge in a city districts, but they get bonuses from Lumberjack, Forest River, Sawmill. Wouldn't you get points from being here then? Yes, you would. You get 70. And if I put 2 foresters over here, that would make you even happier, wouldn't it? Oh no, you're getting points from Lumberjack, not Foresters. Okay, so I can put the Lumberjack over here, that doesn't matter. Now it's 70. Anything else that we can put in here? Royal Forest, City District, River, Sawmill. Yeah, it's not gonna help us much, so let's put you over here. And fishing, which didn't give us what we needed, unfortunately. Okay, put you over here. And another shell farm, which we wanted to put over here. And now the fishery can actually... Well, I could put more over here. Can I get one more shell farm, please? No, you can't. We forbid it. Okay, put you over here. And I can place more fish if I wanted to, which I definitely do. Why not over here, for example? Okay, so we get 2 more fisheries. No, actually 1 more, because we're still over here. Damn, if I could get 1 more here, then it would be maxed. Okay, if I'm gonna work a little bit on you, get more of that sweet farming going. You bastard. No oyster farm, or what they're called for you. Still not enough to get more stuff. A lumberjack here would be a terrible choice. Let's put you over here to just get rid of you. Oh, finally! A shell farm. So let me just see now. 160? I was expecting... I guess we're maxed out. So let's put you over there. That is more than enough. And we have level here. So, since this is level 4, we locked ourselves from food stuff. Okay, so let me instead get... mining. We won't be getting any grand combinations in this one, but we have a lot of mountains here that would be otherwise completely underutilized. So mining works the same way. You basically just search for places that have stone. Like this one. Or, well, seems like 50 is... Oh, 60 is over here. Okay, so 1 quarry over here. 55 over here. 50 over here, and we gained access to iron mine. And iron mine is good as well, but it gets points from iron, of course. That's not something that you probably wouldn't be able to figure out on your own. But you eventually get bonuses for the 5, 40. Stonemason, yep, that's the thing. Once you get access to Stonemason, it really starts to pile up. So, could I get... I can't. I would like to put more quarries here, because Stonemason gets bonuses from quarries as well. So if we could put 1 more here and 1 more here, then it would be grand. So let us wait for a bit. Instead, put a fishing boat over here. Yep, we just gained access to 2 quarries that I wanted. So 1 over here. 1 over here. And I think that's all. 1 more over here. Sure. Okay. Now we get 165 points from that. And I can put another one somewhere. 55, 90 over here. Well, you see, we gained a ton of points. It works well. I don't want to put the Predator anymore. We need to put more settlements, but we really don't have good places for it. These are all But could I put a cottage here? I could. Okay, wheat field, and make you a land of plenty. And make you a land of plenty. So to give us a little bit of extra stuff. 245 for a fishery here. My god, that is amazing. Actually, I could get 40 for putting fish traps over here, even though there's fish traps right next to it. That's very unexpected. I can pull 3 more decks, so let's get... Ah! Okay, we didn't have this kind of building yet, but the bronze buildings have an increased range, so they basically work like an expanded basic building. So you can hear see if I can put it here, or here I get 170, and they don't get penalty from adjacent buildings. So that makes them perfect. And we just got an iron smelter. Sure, 175, another great choice. Okay, 45 over here, 40 over here, let's just get rid of them, 50, 100 over here, good. And 80 over here. So we're making a bank on these mountains, but you will notice that the cost for each further deck is more expensive, meaning that we really cannot sustain this for much longer. It's gonna get harder and harder to gain stuff, and eventually you are going to run out. It is the way the game is made to be. Okay, I have 3 foresters. Put you over here. Hunting cabin here. Getting anything from the gatherer's hut? I don't think so, right? You don't. Just from a forester. Predator, which we don't have. Let's put you here. Fishing. Fishing boats for everyone. I really like fishing. When you have places that work well, it is extremely easy to... Okay, how about the shell farm? Thank you. That is mandatory for what we're trying to do here. Okay, 215 here, that's crazy. If I could just get more decks. Okay, 1 fishing boat over here. We're hitting the limit of our expansion. 60. Well, we can just fill it up. I don't even have to mind. Let's put it here. More fishing. I wanted the goddamned shell farm. I'm actually risking a lot here just on the potential prospect of getting stuff in the future, so that's not exactly what you should do, but I tend to, you know, overindulge. Sure. Okay, more berry bushes for future use. How about fishing? No. Do we have enough for more mining? There's a little bit over here. Okay, that was a terrible choice. Yeah, this one was a net waste. There's not enough. I should have realized. Okay, let's put you over here and you over here. The stonemason might make up for it. It won't. Okay, a net waste, but still good. And we actually have to start... Oh, nice, we got the cattle pasture. Cattle pasture is really good. It takes a lot of benefits from various buildings that you have elsewhere, and it just puts everything together. Like here, it's 85. That's why I left the space here, because you can then put, you know, buildings like these in the middle. So they make sense, though we just gained like 1, and that is definitely not a great thing. Okay, let's put you here, and okay, we're starting to struggle here. Let's put a fishing boat over here. I have to place one of those fisheries so that we gain access to the next deck, unfortunately. I was hoping to avoid this, but... Okay, I can put you over here. That will allow for another fishing... Yes, a shell farm. So you go here. And that will make... Actually, that makes the fishery worse. Damn, so I guess you are... less than some of the pods. 225 over here. So place the fisheries first, then do the rest. Got it. Any other place where we could put these? That would make sense. 65, 60. Okay, 160 over there. See how many decks we can. Okay, we need a settlement to finish up this place. And that gave us a well, which is a little bit of a weird building, which gets a huge, you know, amount of bonuses from certain places, but not enough. I think if we place 4 of these next to each other, yeah, they create a bigger building, which allows us to remove resources. Okay, I do have... Yeah, we're not gonna be using these, so let's put you over here. Okay, now the well would give us 40. Let's put it here. So a little bit of a settlement right here. And we have a level and we can get the community. Oh god. I thought that I was still able to get the community, but I can't. So I guess workmanship? I never had workmanship before, so I don't know what that one will give us. Carpenter. What are you getting bonuses from? Lumberjack, forest, sawmill. So this would be a good place for you, but you have a really small range. Why the hell did we put all of our sawmills? Something cabin. I mean, all. I think we got like 1. Are you getting bonus from a charcoal burn? No. Just a sawmill. So if I put you in this, then you get 50. What are you getting penalty for? Merchant buildings, fully royal forest, sawmill. You're getting bad from coast. Okay, I wasn't expecting that, but we don't have much of a choice. Yeah, and we're starting to hit the limit, so this will not take much longer now. Because we really are in a little bit of a pickle. I don't have any more fish available, so I'll just put you over here. I have 1 wheat field and 5 cottages. So let's merge a building over here. Could remove resources. Nope, that doesn't work. Do I have the berry bushes? I do. So can I remove you? Yep, I can put 2 more berry bushes here, but I don't have enough. Oh, now I do. Great. And can I move you now? No, you're not a resource. You're a menace. And the unfortunate truth of it. Okay, charcoal burner here is gonna do us good. Gatherer over here is gonna give us 90 points. Cottages will get a little bit of a bonus over here. 25. 25. So let's see if we can build more settlements. About 45. That's not bad. Well, the map is starting to look a lot more civilized, and I broke the high score I had like twice. So I think we can be really happy with what we did here, but I'm thinking if we're gonna be able to push it, we have literally just a couple of last buildings. A carpenter here. Okay, it's completely useless. Yeah, that is a bad building. Oh, actually 60 here. What's the next one? Pottery. Well, we will probably not see pottery here in this one, because it's just way too late for that. So let's just try to max out the last couple of points. 20 and 20. And 20. A wheat field somewhere lush over here. Okay, let's see the pottery. What do you want? Charcoal burner and a river. What is 60? Okay, let's place you over here. And we're done. So I can scrap some of these remove resources. We can place a little bit more berry bushes just for the good measure. And I can place some cottages here to make myself feel better. And that's it. So we finished our first TerraScape adventure. So 10,880 points. We reached settlement 3. Playtime was 44 minutes. We reached the maximum level of our keep. Placed 194 buildings. The highest score we got from a fishery, 225. We drawn 68 decks. 10 buildings reached bronze. 39 silver rating. 148 gold. And 1 diamond, which I believe is the fishery. Average building rating is 47.7. Most drawn deck fishing, not surprising, and best deck points from fishing, 3,900. And yeah, we're gonna get a new banner decoration. So let us just enjoy what we achieved here. Here's our keep. I actually haven't paid much attention to it, but it's really nice. This is the maximum level that you can reach. It has a couple of nice farms next to it, people making sure everything is nice and ripe, with a ton of fishing outposts everywhere and fishing boats, fishing traps. We are going to hunt these fish out soon. Over here, the area is a little bit more sparsely populated, but still a lot. On the other side of the lake, I guess it would be, we have more fishing, more farms along with the fishing on the coast. We have some fruit farms over here, and we're doing a little bit of woodcutting and forestry over here, with longhouses over here, which actually look pretty darn cool when you look about it. I like the way it kind of blends into it, like, you know, people live here from these forestries and area. So that looks pretty good, pretty neat. Here's the absolute craziness of mines. I never really gotten any merged buildings from the mines, but I enjoyed them. But yeah, in this case, you see that we have these like long stretches, and I think that you need to place them in some kind of like a diamond pattern or 3 next to each other. Maybe if you put something over here. What do we have here? An iron mine. So if we put a stone mine over here, maybe that would have created something, but I really don't know. I never discovered anything because most of the terrain looks like this, so it's hard to actually work with it. Here we have some more farming and farms. Another one else over here, supplying people to the farms and forestries and woodcutting operations here. So yeah. Really nice work at this map. I'm really happy with what we did. 10,880 points. We were just 120 points from the next level. Unfortunate, but yeah, you get various rewards and top score. Again, this is a free map, so there's no point. I just wanted to show the mechanics. In the next episode, we are going to look at some of the challenges. I never done that, so I have absolutely no idea what to expect there. But yeah. Compare this to the previous high score, 4,945, and now we have 10,880. So this is a massive success. I really learn a lot every single time I play, and every single time we achieve more. So yeah, a little bit of a cost a cuck with the decks. We never got community, which is basically the towns which you can build. They also give you a lot of points, especially if you can develop them. But there really isn't any space for that, so this is more of a rural area with a lot of, fishing basically. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one where we are going to deal with the challenges.